So, next tip. Try to do next tip.
I choked on my face. Go. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for staying tuned this long for tips and tricks. This is part 3, final part of tips and tricks. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's get right into it.
Next tip. Try and accomplish Fantasyland in the morning or late at night. So first thing in the morning, as soon as the park's open, try to get Fantasyland done there. Try not to stand in line with Peter Pan for an hour and a half. Like once it's past early morning, Peter Pan becomes insanity.
Great. Like you wouldn't expect Peter Pan to be like that. I mean, not that it's a bad ride.
I love
that
Pan,
ride. Yeah. But like it's crazy. Like the line wraps all the way around the building. It's crazy.
So,
and Pooh's like that too sometimes.
Pooh is easier to get on than Peter Pan though.
Yeah, but sometimes like it'll say 5 minutes and it's not actually 5 minutes, or it'll say 25 minutes and it's not actually, it'll be like less or something. But yeah.
Next tip. If you do not want to lug your bags around all day, send your merchandise back to your resort. This only works again if you stay on resort property. And the other thing is, just so you know, you do not usually get your package the same day. So if you get it Monday morning, it will usually be to your resort by Tuesday afternoon at around 3. So, and the other thing is, it does not come directly to your room. You have to go by guest services or the concierge and pick it up. Just ask the cast member where to pick it up at your resort, and she'll tell you where to pick it up at. So if you do not want to lug bags around all day long. So that's just a good tip that you can use to help you kind of maximize your vacation. The other thing is, and this is fun, we've done this when she was a little itty bitty thing, decorate your window.
Oh, yeah, we haven't done that recently at all.
We've not done it in a while. But we would, bring our Disney decorations, and we decorate the window, just have a good time, bring all her little stuffed animals. And it'd be fun, like just walking past your room or coming back from a long day at the park, seeing the decorations. And Mousekeeping thinks it's cute too. And they would always leave like towels, or they would have our little stuffed animals doing weird little things. That was funny. So decorate your window, lots of fun. The other thing is, just so you all know, Disney does provide a like florist and party services. So if you go to the Disneyworld.com and look at the very bottom, it lets you provide, like if you want flowers for your room, or birthday balloons if you're going for a birthday, or just little gift bags and goodie bags if you want to order that and just bring some magic to someone's day that you're traveling with. Disney does provide that service for you.
Wonderful.
All right, one of our favorite things to do, and we haven't done it in a couple years, but one of our favorite things to do during fireworks at Magic Kingdom,
the dessert party.
She knows that.
I love the dessert party. We haven't done it in a long time, but
we haven't. We need to do that again.
Yeah.
But it's a convenient way to watch the fireworks without having, and you can kind of see the parade too. It's not, the views aren't great for the parade, but they're wonderful for the fireworks. But it's a great way to see those things without having to deal with all the crowds, saving your spot and all that good stuff. And so it's a patio of every Disney dessert you can think of.
Not every, but most of them.
Yes, mostly. a lot of the Disney desserts you can think of.
Like the ones that you find at the buffets and stuff, they'll have all of those.
Yeah, zebra domes, cupcakes, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And again, with the pandemic, I'm not sure if they're doing that again because it's self-serve and a lot of self-serve.
Or any like buffets.
Yeah, a lot of those kind of restaurants are not, they're being repurposed differently, right? So we don't know what that looks like, but if they still have that event, that is a wonderful event to do. Just a lot of fun without having to deal with the crowds and just relax and watch the fireworks.
And eat dessert.
So, dessert party is amazing. Do it if you can do it. Fit it in your itinerary if you can. The other tip we have for you is if you are traveling in a group and you guys do not mind being split up during the rides, it's a really fast and convenient way to ride your rides. What is it?
Single rider line! We do it all the time for a couple different rides. Cause
Expedition Everest.
I think they just added it for Flight of Passage.
I think they had it, but when we first went, it had just like it was the week it opened.
Yeah,
which
so
was
they
so
didn't have
cool.
it then.
Yeah,
but after they opened it up for that ride, so you can go on that ride, Expedition Everest. Those are the rides that we mainly go on because we're like, no to that line.
Yeah.
So we just go in single rider line, and I'm old enough to where even when I was younger, she would just say, "Stay by the exit, do not move from like."
Not too young.
Yeah, not like 6,
like 12.
Yeah. She was like, just stay. You can just tell your children if you want to do it. Stay at the exit. Like, stay in the area, like, where the people are getting off the ride. So, like, someone can see you. And you're not, like, don't go, like, all the way in the shop, you know, where Expedition Everest is.
Just stay by the exit door.
Yeah, just stay by the exit door. And then when they get off, make sure you can, like, see them before you try and go somewhere.
And if it makes you feel better, we have never done single rider where I wasn't directly behind her.
Or in front of me.
Yeah, yeah. But usually you go before I
do.
Yeah. So we try to ride things together because it's always more fun to ride together. But with the fast passes, so we use the fast pass, but then if she wants to ride again,
which I
and
always
again,
do.
And again.
Yeah, I do that with my uncle.
And
we
again,
go over and over and over
and
again. She doesn't do it.
And again.
My uncle is my thrill ride buddy. We always go on the
I'll do it with you a few times.
Yeah, but he does it with me like 8 times when I want to.
Yeah, they rode Expedition one time like 8 times. Just back to back to back to back.
Yeah, we did. It was so fun.
I'm too old for that, people. So, single rider lines are amazing if you just want to experience the ride over and over again. And again, if you have teenagers. So the one thing that we can say is we've seen it from both, well, I've seen it from both ends, both, smaller and then teenage years. And there is a convenience that comes with teenage years that you don't have as much when they're smaller. So hanging their moms, it's coming. So the other, speaking of the younger kids, the other really convenient thing that Disney offers is, do you know this?
Go ahead.
Rider switch. So.
Oh yeah, where one parent can watch the kids. If you want to go on like a bigger ride, one parent can go in, ride the ride, while the other parent stays with the kids, and then you can switch off.
Yes. And so, just so we clarify, all of these rides do not have rider switch and single rider line. You have to find out which rides do. I know Expedition Everest does, Flight of Passage, single rider anyway.
Test Track does too.
Test Track does, Rock and Roller Coaster does.
Mm-hmm.
So just kind of look and do a little research before you go on what rides have single rider line versus rider switch lines, and it'll save your life. It'll allow you to have a little fun as well as your kids. A lot of times we, as moms and dads, we don't do the rides because our kids aren't doing the rides. But rider switch allows the parents to enjoy the ride as well. So
parents should get to enjoy Disney too. Disney is a place for everyone.
Absolutely. So the other tip I wanted to tell you is if you chew gum,
bring gum to the parks. They don't sell it anywhere on Disney prop, like nowhere. You can never find gum at Disney. They do not sell it. So if you want it, bring it or buy it before you come.
Yes, but don't spit it out on the road.
That's why they don't sell it, because they don't want
it's
it
too hard to
everywhere.
clean up.
Yeah.
Use the garbage can. Use a napkin, so they don't start outlawing gum altogether.
Like they did with selfie sticks.
Right.
Yeah.
So be responsible.
Be respectful, because don't ruin it for everyone else, you know? And it's just a nice thing to do. I mean, they're doing so much for you, making your experience the best that it can be for you. So just return the favor.
Very well put, honey.
Thank you.
So the last thing I wanted to mention is gifts. So usually, she'll tell you this, usually we save the one, now we get smaller things along the way. We might get some Mickey ears or something like that along the way. But I allow her one
Big gift. That's like expensive.
During the vacation. And this is for, you conscientious moms out there. And when she was younger, it was if you behave the entire trip, then at the last day, you can look during the trip, but on the last day, whatever you chose, the one thing you chose, then I'll get for you. So it was an incentive for her to not quite have the meltdown she would have if she didn't want something like
Oh, especially when my baby cousin first started coming on the trips. Oh, I would have meltdowns all the time. I would get mad for no reason,
She has only child syndrome, people.
Yeah.
Only children parents know what that is.
So then he would be getting some attention. I'd be like, well, I want attention. So yeah,
Then I'd be like, oh, so you don't want your gift at the end of the trip, huh?
And I get together real quick. But I'm fine now. Obviously, I love my baby cousin coming on he's not a baby anymore. I don't know why I say that, but
he's a big boy.
Yeah, but I call him my baby because he'll always be my baby cousin in my heart.
And they're very close.
Yeah. I love him.
So the point is, I would save the one big gift for the end of the vacation. So we would make sure we would just have time, after checkout or whatever, to go get the gift she picked out. That way, number one, it gives them an incentive to behave. And number two, she would really have time to think about what she wanted. She would see something and be like, oh, I want that, or oh, I want this, or I want this. But she knew she only got one big thing.
So I knew what I really wanted, and I chose what I really wanted, rather than just getting what I thought I wanted on the spot, and then wanting something more expensive later and regretting it.
Yes. So, for us, that worked out perfectly. I'm not telling you to do it that way. I'm just telling you it works out for us really, really well. And actually, there's one more thing I wanted to mention, because we were talking about little goodies, and it made me think of it. If your kid is going to want a glow stick or a night toy or any of that, my suggestion is go to Dollar Tree. Get a bunch of glow sticks. Now, am I guilty of buying tons of glow-in-the-dark toys for parades?
Yes.
However,
I still have them.
Correct. So we also recycle it. She's old enough now. I don't think she cares. Do you care?
No, what?
The glow-in-the-dark stuff.
Yeah. We don't even really go to the parades that much, honestly.
Well, we've seen them a few times. And we, when they... So... Disney, and I don't know if they still do it or not. I haven't looked at any calendars or anything. Make sure you read and research calendars before you go. No park opening, no park closing, know when the parades are, that sort of thing. So at Magic Kingdom, they used to do 2 parades. And so the 9 o'clock parade, I was not interested in. She wasn't interested in it. But we would always park for the 11 o'clock or something like that. I could have my times off a little bit. And... by that time, everybody had left. You didn't have to stake out a seat. You didn't have to do anything.
People were there 2 hours before just trying to get a seat for the parade.
Right, when you go to the earlier parade. So the later parades were just way more convenient for us, and because we take breaks in the middle of the day, we wouldn't be completely exhausted by the time the night parade ended. So we would take in the second parade instead of the first parade. I don't know if they're still doing 2 parades or not. We'll have to check on that and let you guys know. But buy the glow-in-the-dark toys like at Dollar Tree. Get necklaces and bracelets and all of that, so they will have their glow-in-the-dark toy. And if you decide to spring for a glow-in-the-dark toy, which I am guilty of, just recycle it. Those toys last forever. Mm-hmm. So we have just packed the same toy that she got the year before. Yeah. and just taking it back to the parks with us, and it worked fabulously. That way she still had her toy, and I was still bringing the glow-in-the-dark stuff, so she had her necklaces and bracelets and a toy, so she, didn't feel left out or, like she wanted anything. So that was, that's an amazing tip for us, I think.
I actually have one more tip of my own that she doesn't know about because it's not on the list. But if your child is younger, like I used to always want a camera. So if your child is younger, you can get the disposable cameras where you can just go to Walgreens and like print out the pictures once all the film is out. We used to use those all the time for like the parade. We have so many pictures from those, and they're great quality. So I highly recommend. I highly recommend using one of those. Yeah.
Or if you give them your digital camera and they just take a bunch of weird photos.
When I was younger, oh my god, there's so many pictures on there of just random stuff. Like,
and we know that because we actually went through my digital camera last week?
Yeah.
Tons of stuff. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah. I don't even know what I was doing.
So, there are your Disney tips and tricks.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and comment down below some tips and tricks of your own.
Yes. Because we like to keep learning too.
Yes.
All right.
See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.